2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on Toronto. And still injured, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects their chemistry when he does come back. That's always a challenge. They've got a good thing going right now.
Tell you what, though, Clark, those are the kinds of problems we'd all like to have. I mean, this team has been getting it done at the top.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Parsons and Dirk are in at the 5.
And as they always seem to do, the Mavs feasted on the Eastern Conference last season. Dallas would end up with 50 wins on the year, and 21 of them coming against the East.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
Coach told me that he knows they have a tough assignment in Dirk Nowitzki. We talked about what makes Dirk so difficult to defend against, and he pointed to Dirk's ability to hit jumpers when he is seemingly completely off balance, saying it'll look like he's falling over, then he just turns and flips the ball in. I know I've seen Dirk do that on more than one occasion, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The shot by Lowry, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The tray. And it's Nowitzki missing. Raptors are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Powell dishes to Scola. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
He could have forced a tough inside shot but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Nowitzki. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Williams against Lowry. Shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
And here's Lowry after the three-pointer from Chandler Parsons. Lowry passes to Scola. He feeds it to Ross. 5 on the clock. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Ross has got his first bucket of the night.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone. And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season. But really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Parsons' shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Back to Terrence Ross, Greg, you're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. Clark, I'm not surprised that he's had a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great.
Matthews into the lane. Back to Williams. Parsons on the wing. Nowitzki up top. Let's go. Toronto grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game, too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a cold night for about everybody.
The Raptors with the ball. Lowry. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Powell. He kicks to Valanciunas. The jump hook. And off the front. And in it goes. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Corey Joseph's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Williams. Barea kicks to Pachulia. And here's Matthews from the arc. And he gets it to go. Matthews has got 5 now.
And good passing setting. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Powell. Ross with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Ross has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Dallas moving it around. Parsons' shot is off.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. 8 points for Wesley Matthews.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Powell. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Ross. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Wesley Matthews picks one up. Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Caught jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks are his special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biombo checks in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Powell.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster or echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up, and he's down. Look out below.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, And you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that. So you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage nationally.
To the right side. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Toronto.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
On the floor for Dallas, Jeremy Evans is out there with Powell. Then there's Allen. Then there's Anderson. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. And it's Lowry penetrating. Evans with the rebound. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. To the inside. It's stolen by Carroll. Lowry against Allen. There's the screen. Lowry dishes to Biyombo. Here's Scola. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Scola's got 6 points. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now here's Evans. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Carroll. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the net.
Harris. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lowry passes to Scola, and he gets it to go. Scola's got 4 this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Evans kicks. Anderson. Harris dishes to Anderson. Powell, the pass to Allen. Feeds to Anderson. On the way, Harris. Drains the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Raptors leading by 4. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits elevated Harris's importance to
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, getting back there, he can really help you. But you want to do one thing, limit his minutes.
Comes in for Bianca, and it's Powell in for Joseph. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Scola with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Here's Valanciunas, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, talking about the veteran Harris, his quickness was still apparent last season, and his skill set was a good fit for Coach Carlisle's flow offense. I mean, this guy's been around a long time, and there are very few that are quicker than him with the ball.
Offensive rebound. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Nowitzki.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here's Carey. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And Raymond Felton the bucket on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williams against Lowry. Williams with the block. Fast break, Dallas hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Nowitzki kicks to Pachulia. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to Nowitzki. And there's the feed to Pachulia. Nowitzki right side. And it's Dallas with another.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here's Puck after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. And the shot is good. Powell's got his second basket of the night. Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Greg.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league and first in the East, but they made over 78% of their foul shots.
James Johnson checked in for Toronto. Ross comes in for Damari Carroll.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And so here is Dallas. The Raptors getting the bucket. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 1 and a bucket from Pachulia.
And there is a measurement in the NBA called true shooting percentage. It takes into account the values of 2s, 3s, and how you get to the line. That free throw percentage of the Raptors had them as the 6th best offense in terms of true shooting last season.
Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Parsons. He gives the team some steady offense. A bit over 10 points a game. Let's break. Here come the Raptors. Ross against Matthews. Pass to Ross. Powell dishes to Johnson. Tries from 10. That's tipped, and he gets it back.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Nowitzki. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Villanueva comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Barea subbed in for Williams.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for a man.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lowry with the ball. Matthews covering. A shot by Johnson, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Villanueva. But they recover it. Matthews passes to Villanueva. Puts it out to Parsons. Now the pass to Matthews. Villanueva. The Mavericks rebound. Nowitzki dishes to Matthews. Right wing. Pass to Nowitzki. Tries yet again. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Nowitzki. Barea's got his first bucket in this one. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Here's Powell. He's covered by Matthews. Outside for Lowry. Sinks the triple. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Matthews on the arc, and he gets the bucket.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Raptors up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that...
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, we got Scola. Out there with Powell. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ross in at the small forward position. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Mavericks, number 1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group. You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drive. That's pretty good.
Raptors leading by 4. Inside. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
An Another miss by Williams.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Unloads from 13. Here's Ross. It's deflected. Williams kicks to Matthews. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 15 points for Wesley Matthews.
That one goes down, but offensively, it's 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Screen by Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. Outside for Lowry. They get it back.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Tamari Karen comes in, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Alexanderson in for Parsons.
Talk about some great numbers for Ross. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today. And we've seen Dallas just be fantastic since the start of the new millennium. Year in and year out, they seem to always win 50 games. Hit that mark again last season.
Harris is checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Ross passes to Scola. Good. Scola's got 10. Mavericks trailed by 5. Well, last season they won 50, Greg, as you just said. That marked Clark the 12th time. It happened since 2000.
Well, clearly this franchise has been committed to winning. I mean, you hear that from a lot of franchises, but they often aren't willing to take the risk that the Mavericks take. And the Mavs do a good job of putting their money where their mouth is.
Here's Joseph. It's deflected. Fast break, Dallas. Harris has got the ball. That ties the game. And that's now 9 points for Deron Williams.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Pass on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 6. Gets to Joseph. Shot from 12. And it's blocked. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. James Johnson checked in for the Raptors. And then for Dallas, Jeremy Evans comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Felton in for Deron Williams. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA ranking. 3rd in steals, 5th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And you look at all those steals. I mean, they play an in-your-face, aggressive style of defense. Even advancing the ball can prove to be a challenge, and they tend to feed off of that.
Harris missing again. Raptors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. And the shot is good. Joseph's got his first basket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Powell, covered by Biombo. Powell inside, working on Biombo. The kick out to Anderson. Outside, Felton. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And guys, Bismack Biombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game. To
Bismack, I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's showing steady improvement.
Joseph with the ball. Evans picks him up. Now here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. The Raptors need to get a shot. Biombo, no luck. Mavericks trail by 4. From downtown, Harris missing again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the rejection by Evans. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the basket by Harris. Here's Joseph. He averages about 5 points a game. To the paint. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Joseph. Johnson's got 5.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Harris misses.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Joseph, that's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
There's a minute left to play here in the third. Carroll, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Anderson for 3. But they get it back. Dishes it to Felton. Dallas moving it around. Here's Harris. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 11 points.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Now here's Joseph. Guarded by Harris. Joseph with the ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo, for Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. Here's Lowry. Excellent D there from Allen.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover.
Just in time. What a shot!
Much in the clutch to finish the quarter. That trade ties it up as we approach the 4th.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle this month. Toronto's on 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. We've got Chandler Parsons. Nowitzki is out there with Charlie Villanueva. And there's J.J. Barea, and it's Allen in at the 2 spot. No good from Valanciunas. The Mavericks shooting here about 46% for the game. Parsons attacking.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defense, the total package.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dallas. Both free throws good from Parsons. Here's Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Scola. And he uses the glass on the way. Scola's got it all tied up now for Toronto. And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Powell dishes to Lowry. He feeds it to Carroll. Takes the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now the dish to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. The three. Carroll passes to Scola. Buried from 15 feet out. Now it's a 3-point Toronto lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in trenches.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Matthews. 18 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Damari Carroll. Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for J.J. Barea. Lowry kicks to Powell. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. The Mavericks pull it in. Matthews has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Nowitzki outside. There's the triple. The shot is off, and Toronto will come the other way. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Matthews into the lane, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And they better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Sims comes with a double team, feeds to Ross. A shot by Lowry, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Got that one. 9 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
To the middle. Parsons passes to Pachulia. And Parsons kicks to Matthews. Here's Pachulia. Dallas calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, we're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Toronto calls timeout. Raptors with the lead. Powell kicks the line. Screen by Scoa. Down low. Parsons with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Good on the shot. And 11 points for Nowitzki.
Oh, fantastic quarter for him here in the fourth. I mean, efficiency, personified. Here.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Williams against Lowry. It's tipped. Williams up on top. Parsons attacking. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Toronto with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Lowry drives in, and that one's good.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch for what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Williams dishes to Pachulia. The kick out to Matthews. Parsons passes to Williams. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Powell. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. For Dallas, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Toronto grabs the miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams attacking. Buries it.
Really tough to stop Darren Williams.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Lowry against Williams.
Good game for Lowry. 16 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
The kick out to Williams. Dallas moving the ball around. And the Raptors call time here. They're losing by 1. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run.
Lowry drives in. There's Powell. Misses the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
So it's an aerial victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Wesley Matthews.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.